A night of confusion and chaos for the candidates, the Monroe County Board of Elections, and for voters with a failure and delayed results. The BOE putting out this statement late last evening saying in part results were collected, tabulated, and recorded as normal and without problem. The timely upload of these results was delayed due to connectivity issues with the county website's public reporting interface. The statement goes on to say Board of Elections and Monroe County Information Services staff were able to eventually resolve these issues and post full results for view by candidates, media, and the public. But still, as of this morning, the county site does not say how many districts have reported results.
Meantime, in the race for governor, Kathy Hochul has declared victory, now winning her first full term in office. But her opponent, Lee Zeldin, says he will not yet concede. Hochul, now the state's first elected female governor, began her first term when Andrew Cuomo stepped down in 2021. The race between she and Zeldin was close throughout and hard fought.
I'm not here to make history. I'm here to make a difference. And because of all of you, we'll keep making progress, breaking down barriers, breaking glass ceilings, helping New Yorkers achieve the greatness that it is capable of. And I will lead with strength and compassion, not with fear and anger. And together, we'll put our values to work to lift up all and leave no one behind.
Obviously, we'd love to be out here when all the votes had been cast, but that's where we're at. There's over 1.4 million Election Day votes. And I want to say, use this opportunity to say thank you so much to all of you. The support all along the way.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will head into his fifth term in office following a win against Republican opponent Joe Pinion last night. Closer to home, congressional candidate Ron Singletary now calling for an investigation into what he calls unprecedented irregularities in our election process. He was up against Democrat Joe Morelle seeking re-election for New York's 25th congressional district. The former Rochester police chief citing the validity of ballots, how they were accounted and recorded as reason for this investigation. But Morelle is already looking ahead to his next term.
Oh, yeah, I fully expect it was going to be a close race. I have enormous respect for Mr. Singletary, and, I'm obviously excited at the prospects of going back to Washington.
I don't have any specific reason to say that this isn't a fair and just election. We just want to know what happened. We want to know why the servers went down, and I don't know why Ms. Nicolay wouldn't come out and answer some of these questions herself. She should.
Another race, Republican James Van Brederode, former Gates police chief, challenging Democratic incumbent Jeremy Cooney for the 56th Senate District. You see some of the results there on the screen, but it's still, again, unclear how much this could change in the coming hours.
Well, I think, for one thing, we were absolutely committed to making sure that there was integrity within our election system. We didn't want to jump the gun here. We wanted to make sure that everything was counted, that people's voices and ballots were counted correctly. And so we were patient, as difficult as that can be.
13 WHAM's Carla Rogner picks up our coverage from the Democratic Party night election headquarters.
Democrats say there is celebration in order with their wins tonight. The Democratic Party has held on to its entire delegation in Monroe County, and the incumbents were re-elected in both the state Senate and Assembly. After a major delay in election results from the county, several races were close for some time, including the state Senate race between Jeremy Cooney and Jim Van Brederode, and the congressional race between Joe Morelle and Ron Singletary. After midnight, the races were called for both Democratic candidates.
I've said from the very beginning, whether it's bail reform or other types of criminal justice policies, everything has to be on the table for how we deliver for Rochester. It's about keeping our streets safe. It's about investing in our neighborhoods.
Well, we're going to continue to work on reducing costs for families that are struggling. I'm going to continue to fight for women's reproductive health. I'm going to continue to work to reduce violence and get to common ground on gun legislation.
Another race called after midnight was for the 135th Assembly seat. Democratic incumbent Jen Lunsford was victorious over her opponent, Republican Joe Chenelly.